Hi everyone, so the first item that I got from Primark in this haul was this gorgeous black mini dress. Now it is the festive season, so we've gone for a little bit of sparkle, but I like how this isn't too much. It's quite understated, I think. So it's just on a nice simple black dress that's got these thick shoulder straps, which I appreciate because it means you can hide your bra if you're not going to wear anything underneath it. And then it is short, so I don't know how short this is going to be on me. I personally don't like anything too short. I'm normally a midi sort of girl actually, but I could not resist this. I just love the jewels on it and how it's scattered to look like petals. I just thought this was so pretty, and again, because it isn't particularly red, it's not particularly Christmassy, we can definitely get away with wearing this all year. So for reference, I am 5'4". I'm generally a size 8 on the top and a 10 on the bottom, but sometimes I will size up around the tummy area if I think something is going to be particularly clingy. Now I went for the size small in this dress. It was £23, which I think is great because the material feels really thick and nice quality as well. But with that viral black tip top dress, I can remember getting that in an 8 and it was too tight on me, so I thought, well, if this is a bit clingy around the tum, I would prefer a little bit of extra room, and because this is quite high up anyway, it's not like going to gape too much, hopefully, because unfortunately I'm not blessed up here. But for £23 I just thought this was a really gorgeous Christmas dress that we could wear at Christmas Day if you're going somewhere, even like Boxing Day, New Year's. There's so many occasions over the next few weeks where we could wear something like this, and I'm not somebody who wears loads of colours, so if you are like me but you want to add a little bit of festive sparkle, I think this is a really good option. And as always, I will try them on and give you my impressions. Now, like I said, if you're understated like me, and to be fair, when I go to parties I tend to wear like the same makeup, I'm quite dressed down. However, one way that you can really up it is to wear some hair extensions. So Goo Goo Hair really kindly sent me some hair extensions. So if you've noticed that my hair is a little longer today, that will be why. And I tell you what, they come so nicely packaged. I've been thinking about hair extensions for a while because my hair has got thinner since having my babies. Especially after having my second one, it just does not seem to grow as thick or as long. So they offered to send some over, and I did, and they come in this gorgeous box, and in the box obviously you get your hair extensions. I have opened this one up. You get your hair extensions, they also give you a clip. Now what I also appreciate is us gingers often get left out of hair extension companies, so they do red hair. Now mine were the 22-inch ones, and to be honest with you, this is how I would love my hair to look all of the time. It's just giving me that extra length that I can no longer get anymore, and it's giving me that extra thickness, which, you know, in party season you just want to feel extra special. I feel like these hair extensions definitely make you feel like that. Now I was even a bit reluctant when the company reached out because I've never tried hair extensions before. I've generally got quite, some people say that I've got thick long hair, obviously not as long as this, so I was like, I've never tried them, I'm a bit reluctant, especially about my colours, very difficult to match with. So they offered to send them out anyway, and I must say the customer service with Goo Goo Hair has been fantastic. The lady who I've been talking to has been absolutely lovely. You can tell they care about their customers because they've got a little customer service sort of like leaflet that comes in the box, and they are really forward with wanting to help you pick your hair extensions. Now I've gone for the clip-ins, and they are so easy to use. They are literally just like normal hair clips that you get for like your kids or like when you were back at school, and they are so comfortable. I've been wearing mine for the past hour and like I can hardly tell that I've got them in my head. So I layered mine up, so I went for like the longer wefts at the bottom, so like the 4 and 5 clips, and then as I got up it got shorter, and like the shorter and shorter wefts, and then eventually I just went for like the 1 clips down in the side. And then because the colour doesn't quite match, it does look like I've just had some sort of like extra colour put through my hair, which I actually think these look quite nice anyway, but I could tone them if I wanted to. I've personally just put a wave in mine just to help them blend seamlessly, and honestly, I can't tell you, I am so happy with them. The wefts themselves are really thin, so if you do have finer hair, they'll be really easy to hide in your hair as well. And there's loads of tutorials online, and I admitted this to Goo Goo. I was like, I'm not going to be the best person for this because I've never used them. But as somebody who hasn't used them before and was reluctant to try them, I've been blown away, and just that extra couple of inches I just think it looks so glamorous. This is literally how I've always wanted my hair to look, and it never has, and just that little extra thickness and extra length is just absolutely beautiful. Obviously they do lots of different colours and different shades and different lengths as well, so if you're not interested in having long ones or you just want some thickness, you can get lengths for that as well. But yeah, highly recommend. They are very, very helpful. So yeah, do have a look. I do have a discount code, I'll leave that in the description box below, and I'll be styling all the pieces with the hair extensions. In fact, I don't want to take them out. So yeah, and I think I'm going to be wearing these on Christmas Day. If you do want to have a look for Christmas or New Year's, do have a look at the link below. Like I said, there's a discount code there. So yeah, oh, I feel like $1 million wearing these. So let's talk about this bejeweled dress. I absolutely love it. It fits gorgeous. I'm glad I went for the size 10. I definitely would have needed that extra room in the tummy area. And the way that you get this dress on is you slide it up, but it is quite stretchy material. So even though I'm wider on my hips, I didn't have any problems with getting it over my hips. So there is no zips or anything, which makes it really seamless, but it could be tricky for some people to get on. Bear that in mind. I also loved this dress with the black polo neck underneath. I felt that it dressed it down a little bit. So if you are going something a bit more casual, but you still want to add a little bit of Christmas sparkle, then wearing it like that would be a nice option, just with some black kitten heels like I did. Really loved it. I'd probably wear it with tights. I did try it on with the white shirt, however it is giving slight waitress vibes, to be honest with you. But loved the whole look overall. I have to say, I do have to say it, but I feel like their hair is adding to the looks. Honestly, I'm going to be wearing these on Christmas Day. Okay, so the next item that I want to show you is a little bit more laid back, and it is this gorgeous navy jumper. Now I keep pinning these to my Pinterest board, so when I saw this one in Primark, I thought I'm going to give it a go. This one actually contains wool and is only £18, which I thought is really good, because I pay like 40, 50, 60 quid from Marks and Spencer's for jumpers like this, and it feels really thick, really like it's going to be warm. And what I like about it is sometimes with the thinner jumpers, what you find is they always have like gaps between the knit, whereas this one is a very close knit, so it's going to be lovely and warm. And I just feel like navy is such a lovely colour, especially if you've got like blue eyes. I do think navy helps them pop, but it is something that everybody can wear, and I thought it was versatile. You know, you can wear navy to work because it's smart. It's got this high neckline that's going to keep you warm if you're like me and cold all the time, because I certainly am. This is just absolutely lovely, and it's a longer jumper as well. So if you're going on the dog walks or you're doing the school run and you want to make sure, you know, you're wearing your leggings, you want to make sure your bum's covered, then this is going to be a nice jumper. I just love the cable knit in it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Loads of ways that we could style this, and as you know, I like to get my money's worth out of all of my items. It doesn't matter if I'm buying a £5 item off Temu or I'm buying a more expensive outfit off M&S. I want to make sure that I can wear it in several different ways or for several different occasions, because it's all about getting your money's worth. Guys, I absolutely love this navy jumper. I feel like it goes with so much in my wardrobe. I paired it with dark denim, which I thought looked really smart actually. So I'm somebody at work who can wear both formal and informal clothes. It depends what you're doing on the day, so you're allowed to kind of get away with stuff like that, and I could definitely wear that to the office, particularly if I paired it with some like nice heels or something. And then I also paired it with a more dressy cream skirt that you would have seen, which is my go-to. That was only off Temu, by the way, and oh, it's just perfect for every occasion. If you've got a nice top and you pop it with that. And I thought, do you know, some of us on Christmas Day, like me for example, I am actually wearing that midi skirt with a top because I just want to be comfy on the day. Like I don't want to sacrifice being comfortable for looking like a little bit nicer. So what I've done is I paired it with that cream skirt and I rolled it up and tucked it in. What I'll say about this jumper, super thick, super warm, but it's still tuckable. So you might think when you first get it, oh my god, there's so much fabric here, I'm not going to be able to tuck it in, because it comes all the way down to like how far back to go here. Like it comes down to like where my bum is, like below my bum, which is perfect if you wear leggings like me. Personally, I don't like having my bum on show in leggings, because I feel like when you go outside it just highlights all the lumps and bumps that you don't want everybody to see, or it highlights your neckline and stuff. So it goes over your bum if you're going to wear it with leggings. But if you're going to tuck it in, because it is so long, what I did, it was like I halved it and then I tucked it in, and that for me was the best way, and it didn't look like there was too much fabric. You don't have to tuck right in so that this creates more bumps. So even though it's a thick material, it's still soft enough and not stiff enough that you are able to tuck it, and that is why I absolutely love this jumper. This is definitely a keeper. It's just so cozy, it goes over the hands, and yeah, I actually do like it styled up and down. So for example, I might wear this with that cream skirt on New Year's because we'll be having like a family, just like games night and stuff. I would still like to feel nice, but like I say, I am not sacrificing comfort for looking nice. So that might be a nice outfit to wear. I've given up on the brown wide leg trousers because you'll know from my past 3 videos, I can't get a pair that suit me. So, or to fit me, because my size seems to be sold out everywhere. However, I saw these on Primark, and these are a cigarette regular leg chocolate brown trouser. Now I wear my cigarette navy ones to work all the time, so when I saw a brown in Primark, I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna have to try those. I got them in the size 10. These were £14, which I think is an absolute bargain. They've even got the belt loops on if you want to style them up a little bit more. Do they have pockets? They do have pockets, thank goodness. Because you know when you're just like waiting around for meeting? Why is it more comfortable to put your hands in pockets? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they've got the pockets. I'm just hoping they're going to be a nice length on me. Sometimes I feel like Primark trousers can come up a little bit long. And I will say as well, all the items that I have got today, I got on Click and Collect. So I feel like you can get them anywhere in the country, because I know some Primarks have like completely different stock to others. So yeah, you should be able to get these anywhere in the country, and they feel like really nice, soft, just normal kind of like workwear material. But yeah, I thought these were a little bit different. Give my navy ones a break. I will say the material itself does have a little bit of a shine to it. Can you see? I feel like that might bother some people. It doesn't bother me. I feel like if anything it makes it look a little bit more dressy. So yeah, I quite like those, and I thought actually if they are comfy, I'd probably even wear them dressed down with some trainers and a chunky knit as well. So yeah, I really hope these ones fit. As soon as I put these brown trousers on, I whipped that tag off as quickly as I could. These are the perfect length on me, and Primark trousers normally come up long. These fit lovely with, especially if you've got more like of a kitten heel or a smaller block heel. They look so elegant. They fit nice around the waist. Like they're not too tight, but they're not too baggy either. So I've got a little bit of room for lunch. And they feel so comfortable. They're so stretchy. I feel like they're going to go with everything. I feel like the cigarette pan is underrated because wide legs are in at the moment. And even though I want wider leg, I probably still will try and get some brown wide leg trousers for more relaxed days. These are gorgeous. Although saying that, I like these with the cream jumper and the trainers as well. For, I think it's £14. Hold on. How much did I pay for these? Oh, it doesn't say on that bit. Ripped it off, but I swear that these were only £14, which is like £6 or £7 cheaper than Marks and Spencer and H&M. So I have ripped the tag off because these are absolutely gorgeous. They go with my Temu jacket, which, I mean, what doesn't? I love this jacket. And yeah, I'm so impressed with this stuff. Now I also got this dress, which I feel like is, if you want to feel like you are a quality street for Christmas, I feel like this is the dress. So this is another mini, and again, like I say, I don't normally go for minis, so I hope these dresses fit okay. I'm definitely more of a midi. I've got a midi on today. But this, I've got a bit of an issue at the minute because I look at stuff on the models on the website and I just think, I'm going to look exactly the same, forgetting what my body type is like. But I'm hoping this will look nice anyway. I'm thinking I personally would wear this with black tights. Like full black outfit probably to make it look a little bit sleek. It's quite shiny, but I feel like it's almost like you're a Christmas present. So this one is definitely more of a festive dress, I think. However, what made me pick it up was that this was only £10. So if you haven't sorted out your Christmas Day outfit, we've got a party coming up, but you don't want to spend loads of money because we've spent all of our money on Christmas presents, gifts, going out for food, etc. £10 for this dress, so I thought it was worth a try on. Now I really like this detail here. It's kind of like a corset style dress, and it comes down into a V, which can be flattering. However, the last haul video I did, and apologies I missed my video last week, I was so poorly, it had this where it kind of comes out at the hips. Me being a pair didn't look as flattering as I would have liked, so we'll give this one a go and hope it fits a bit better than the Michelle Keegan one. But I thought that was an absolutely gorgeous colour for this time of year, and no, there's not loads of different ways we can wear this one, but this one is £10, and if we can wear it for a couple of Christmases, then we really are getting our money's worth out of it. So yeah, the only other issue I have, because I have no boobies, these bits can look a little bit odd on me because I can't fill them. So I got it in a size 10 and we'll see how it fits. Okay, so this dress, I mean, for £10 it's absolutely amazing. Now the only issue that I have with it, well, a couple of issues actually, is that the fabric itself is very unforgiving. So because it is satin and it's obviously a cheaper dress, if you're not wearing anything underneath it, I do find it clings to the belly button a little bit, unless you're a super toned washboard stomach sort of person, which I'm not, I think it might cling a little bit to the tummy area, and like I say, you'll see like the outline of your belly button, which is not very flattering. I didn't mind it paired with the shirt or with the black top. I do feel like the shirt gives it a little bit of a medieval sort of look, but it's not horrendous. And then the other thing, as you would have seen here, is when I wasn't wearing anything underneath it, well, even with wearing something underneath it, it does fall off of me. So I think if you're a little bit taller, so from here to here is a little bit longer, you'll be okay. Or if you've got a bigger bust, I mean, I'm not blessed in that department, hence this is falling down and it's not fitting me right here, which, with the material being so unforgiving, you can just see, do you know what I mean? You can see that it's not fitting correctly. So if it would look like that, nice, but it's not. It's looking like this, which is then causing it to crease. So it's a shame. For £10, it's amazing. However, I think the other dress that I showed you earlier on in the haul was £23. I felt that was so much more versatile and you can get away with it for different times of the year. I think it's worth spending and going for that dress. I don't know if I mentioned on the other one, this is a back zip, which is easy enough to do up if you don't have any mobility problems, because the zip finishes here, so it's not too high. That other dress you just slip on, and because it's stretchy material, it's really easy to get on, and I'm a heavy person and I was still able to do it. So yeah, I would recommend the black dress over this one if you can spend a bit more. But if you just want to spend a tenner, this one is still okay as well. Just make sure that it fits you properly, or you play around with the sizes. Now, I have a cream Halara fleece that I wear constantly because I work at home. My general life is basically I work at home or I go to the office, I pick the kids up, go on dog walks, go walk around the block. Like, I don't live a fancy life, you know. I'm a mum of two, I just work, try and have as nice a life as possible. I'm not going to glamorous events or anything, so I want to be comfy, and I wear this Halara cream jacket that I got all of the time. Notice Primark have started doing some very inexpensive similar fleece jackets. So they've got this gorgeous green colour, very royal green this one is, kind of a little bit Christmassy I suppose, but you can get away with wearing this all year. Now this was only £9. Now I can't remember the brand that was on Primark, and the dress, that red dress, was also from there, and their clothing prices were insane, like old school Primark prices. So I don't know whether they're also now bringing out a cheaper range, I'm not sure, but I will leave it somewhere on the screen here for you to search if you do want to have a look for some clothes that are a little bit more of a bargain, because we know Primark's getting a bit expensive these days in some cases now as well. The only thing I'm really gutted about is that I went for a size extra small, because stuff like this normally comes really oversized, and I don't look great in oversized because of my pair. I feel like some people look really cool, I just look really frumpy, so I went for the extra small. However, this does look small, so I'm hoping that I can zip this up, because I want this to be a comfy like layering piece that I can even throw on under like my coat or under a body warmer or something. But love this. It's quite lightweight, but that's the same as my Halara one, and that is still so warm. And then it's also fleecy all on the inside as well. £9, absolute bargain, and I do love this colour. So yeah, I'm really hoping this looks nice and doesn't look too fitted, and do you know what I mean? A bit old-fashioned, I feel like sometimes, when things are a little bit too fitted in this sort of material. Other things I love fitted, but I feel like this would look better a little bit boxy. Okay, so this green fleece actually feels lovely and soft. If you have any problems with your skin, this will not irritate it. It is so lovely and just cozy. Now, I love the colour. I feel like it makes my blue eyes pop. I feel like if you've got green eyes, even better. They're really going to pop with this colour. Now, I should have known, because this was £9, that it wasn't going to come oversized. I think the issue at the minute with clothing brands is that everything is oversized, so I tend to size down, like I said before. Should have known, with this being only £9, I should have actually gone up. Now, I would prefer this in a medium. Now, I can do this up, but it becomes extremely fitted, which I think then dates this sort of item. So, I would go up 1 or 2 sizes, and that will also mean, hopefully, because as I say, I don't like having my butt out when I've got my leggings on or anything, that this will cover your bum, because right now it sits on me sort of here, and actually it's at my worst point because it finishes like where my hips are the widest. Ideally, I just want that extra, maybe a couple of inches, just to get it below my bum so I can wear it with leggings. I can run around with it in the car, and yeah, I'll feel even warmer if it was like that. So I actually do really like it. Do feel like it's finished off quite nicely. For saying it's £9, it's got like this little rim around the sleeves. The zip works, everything okay. It's not like, do you know some jackets have like a sticky zip? So you can get the zip, but it's so bloody difficult to do. This one isn't like that. The zip goes up lovely. Feels like it's gonna be so warm. It feels so cozy. I'm gutted actually. I'm gonna reorder this one in a medium, so you might see that in my next Primark haul. And they also do different colours as well, so if you did want a cream one, I'm sure they do a cream one, and I'm sure they do a navy one as well. So yeah, check it out on the website. A couple of basics. So I've picked up one of these long sleeve top in the extra small. So this was £4, which is just a bargain. To be honest with you, I use these as like thermals. In fact, I've got one under here today, but it was from when I was pregnant, and it's like a large. So I can only wear it under certain stuff, so I went for the extra small so that this is really fitted. I think if you're in store, these would be folded up on the table. Now I probably wouldn't recommend wearing this just on its own, because it does seem to be quite thin, like quite see-through, and also I do feel like it's that colour where people would double take and think you were naked if you was wearing this one, because it's kind of like a peachy creamy colour, but I thought that would be really good for under like dresses like this or jumpers. So yeah, £4 for that. Okay, so I want to give a full review of the hair extensions now. I've been wearing them for like 4 hours, so I feel like they have become one with my head. It doesn't feel like I've got anything in anymore. When I first put them in, I could feel them slightly, but I think because I've been moving around, they've kind of settled in my hair, so that feels nice. I was also worried because I've got quite textured hair that they wouldn't blend because of the texture. That hasn't happened. Obviously I do use heat on my hair, which smooths my own hair down. Like if I would have put my normal hair with the extensions, would have seen it completely, but with my hair I don't need to add any like holding spray or hairspray when I curl it, and I forgot to do that when I put these in, and these have managed to hold the curl as well. So yeah, very happy with them. I would highly recommend them if you haven't tried hair extensions before, or even if you have, because like I said, I'm a newbie to this and I have been blown away by these extensions. And also as somebody who thought that like wouldn't dabble in extensions because my hair is long and quite thick, however I feel like this just gives that like touch of glam, especially for like this sort of time of year, or if you are going to any events. Yeah, but anyway, and also I also forgot to mention there's so much hair that came in the pack that I didn't actually use one of the wefts either. So yeah, you get plenty of hair in like one of the packs, even though they're very kind and sent me 2. I did not need to use 2. I didn't even need to use all of 1. So yeah, very happy with them. And finally, I did just get some of the 30 denier brown tights. Like with the brown trousers, I really feel like I need some brown tights in my wardrobe as well. For example, with this dress, I feel like black can look a little bit stark, and I feel like in some cases you have to be careful what you pair black with, because I think it can date some looks now. So I've gone with the brown. They feel really lovely and soft, and yeah, they're just a basic really. £4 for these, and I swear I used to be able to get like 3 like for £6 back in Primark in the day, but things have changed. 1 pair for £4 now, but still good value compared to other places. But yeah, just dark brown. And that was everything for this haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to check out Goo Goo Hair if you want to feel amazing this Christmas, or you feel like your hair is thin, especially after having children like me. Honestly, I feel so good in these hair extensions. I can't tell you, I love them. And I wouldn't rave about them as much if the customer service wasn't as good as it has been. So yeah, they've been fantastic. So yeah, please go and check them out if you're interested, if you want to treat yourself this Christmas. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.